Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're going to be going over the all-new Ford F-150 Lightning. This particular one is an XLT. Before we get into the video, I just want to give you guys some quick specs on the Lightning. So this is Ford's new all-electric pickup truck, and it's going to come in two main variations from performance standpoint. So the base variation, which was most likely what was occurring in this XLT, is a powertrain that produces 426 horsepower and then 775 pound-feet of torque, and it gives it 230 miles of range. Now, there's a higher performance version of this powertrain that still has the same 775 pound-feet of torque, but it has 563 horsepower. And then Ford says that they're working on an extended range version of the Lightning that'll have 300 miles of range. And so with all that being said, let's get right into the walk around. Now let's go over the all-new F-150 Lightning. Like I said, this one is an XLT. First off, it was pretty cool to see the frunk in person, and that's one of the benefits of going all electric is you have some extra storage space. You guys can see the LED accent lights with the LED lights themselves for the headlights. Super bright, actually, completely like just blew out the filter on the camera. And also, I feel like this paint color looked pretty good on the Lightning overall. I would say that. Notice there's actually tow hooks there at the bottom, so it's got practical truck stuff. The wheels were pretty interesting. They're mostly closed off. Obviously, that improves aerodynamic efficiency, and so it's kind of interesting on the design. And then you guys can see here with the front suspension, the back suspension has a secret. That's the charging port for the truck. And then this one has the 360 camera system because you guys can see that camera right there. And then again, since this is an XLT, it has all the normal F-150 XLT interior stuff. So there's like the denim there on the top portion of the door panel, and then the padding down below, and then the cloth seats. And I got some closer shots a little bit later. It's kind of hard because Ford wouldn't let us go on the platform, sadly. But you guys can see there, it looks just like a regular F-150 XLT door panel, and the interior looks identical as well. It doesn't look like Ford actually changed anything for the Lightning from an interior perspective, from what I could see at least. Notice the side steps, and then again the wheels in the back, how they're all closed off with the Lightning. I'm not so sure about the design yet, but obviously it's got practical purpose. And then notice how the wheelhouse is like all covered up, and then you've got the Lightning logo there, and then the taillights actually look really cool. I love the design on them. And then notice parking sensors here, and then it's got Ford's bed step system. So again, if you're used to an F-150, like the bed is normal F-150. You got the cargo light there with the camera in the center, spray and bed liner, LED lights in the bed, all the normal stuff that comes with an F-150. You've got it. Now, here's the interesting part. Spare tire, not so interesting. Suspension, very interesting. It doesn't have leaf springs. It looks like it's got like some sort of coil suspension system or something. But yeah, it doesn't have leaf springs. I think that's interesting for a truck, and so it'll be interesting to see what the official payload capacity is and everything. But this should actually ride better than the regular F-150 because it's not using leaf springs for the suspension. So I think that definitely pretty interesting. And overall, seeing it in person, it just looks like an F-150 with different lights. Really, like and that's why it's the F-150 Lightning, right? And here's our close interior shot. So you guys can see it's like the big screen. It's got the dual glove box. It's got the shifter, right? Like the regular F-150. It's got the digital gauge cluster. Like all of that looks pretty much the same. It doesn't look like anything's changed with that. But overall, I think Ford did a really good job because it's an EV truck that actually looks good in my opinion because it looks like the regular truck. It doesn't look weird or with swoopy lines or anything. And then I thought I'd show you guys the rest of Ford's setup here because I didn't film many vehicles that Ford had, just a few of them. But yeah, that is the new Lightning. That's Ford's stand.